Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Torq and Fire podcast, and I'm having with me, as always, Komal. How does it feel, Komal, ditching your audience for 1 month or more than that?
I'm so sorry for that. I and Ashish were running so tight on our respective schedules that we didn't get any time. But I can promise now. Promise would be a good word.
No,
That I can promise now that it would be very punctual, very on time.
that's our New Year resolution.
Yeah.
Bringing Talk and Fire podcast every week. So we did not want it to end this year letting you guys hanging loose. Actually, the studio has gotten, they can actually see the difference because this is the first time we are recording with this background, right?
Yeah. Now again, it's going to change.
So the other side actually looks like a cupboard now. So today I was having a session, a call kind of thing with one of my students of art of speaking. So he said that how is the moving part going on? So I said that you want to see what the studio used to look like, what it is looking like now. So I turned the laptop at that side. He said, I do not see anything. This is just a cupboard. He said, this is what the studio used to look like. We have brought down all the posters and everything like that.
Yeah.
And this is the last thing because we wanted to record a podcast, and this is going to be brought down tomorrow as well.
Yeah, we used to shoot to the opposite side of this wall.
Yeah. This has always been, this is like Torq 4712 wall. Yeah. But nowadays I'm using it more and more. But a new place, we are going to build it much better.
Yeah.
I blame it all to Komal because she was the reason why we were not able to shoot podcasts. And first of all, she went back to her home, stayed over there for like a month or so. At least. What was it? No, it was like 4 days, but it seemed like a month. Now next. Then she got super busy.
Don't reveal everything, no.
She became super busy with all the contracts that she is getting. She also had her first shoot, and now like a dozen of people is approaching her through Instagram and stuff. We are going to talk about that at the end, I think, right?
Yeah.
So now Komal has a new profession. Okay, but more importantly, we want to talk about the future.
Yeah.
We have talked a lot about like space technology. To a huge extent, this podcast was turning into a space cast.
Yeah.
But now it is time to talk about the future.
Yeah, two to three episodes. The latest one, they were full of space and universe and this galaxy and like that. Parallel universe like that, right?
Yeah. Too much science stuff.
Yeah. Today we are going to talk about, we don't know.
Future, mainly. We want to predict the future. And we want to participate amongst all those who predict the future wrong. But we are going to do our part. Maybe thousands years from now, people are going to open up this podcast. Oh, shit. Talk and Fire were on point.
Yeah. Ashish has been scrolling through the histories of different countries lately.
Oh, yeah. You cannot predict the future without
he'll be
past.
throwing some light over that. So be ready for that.
I became the biggest nerd on this planet. I studied so much of history.
Especially Hitler.
No, Hitler and the French Revolution. And the American Revolution. So you can like half of the audience, what the hell did you do? So I said that Komal was the main reason why we were not shooting podcast, but I was also a big reason. I fell sick for more than a week, and I was terrified that it is COVID. How can you not be? Right? I was...
Yeah, he got cough and like that, the viral thing, viral fever.
No, that happens to me every year.
Yeah, but we were scared this time because every time he was tasting something, because in COVID what happens, you tend to lose smell and taste, and he's tasting sugar, he's tasting salt, like
smelling
that.
Candles and stuff. Do I still got it, or do I need to get tested?
Yeah.
But thankfully it was nothing like that. It was the same old that happens every year to me once. Around the same time. So I was very confident that it's going to go in 3 days. In 3 days it went away. But
in 10 days approx it went away.
Yeah, it's like 3 days majorly and then 10 days to get perfectly back on your feet.
Plus 5 days for your moods to be restored.
Yeah. So finally in 10 days I was again kicking back the heavy bag, right? But what was I saying? Yeah, in those days, the days when I was sick, I could not do anything, right? Cannot work out.
Yeah.
Don't want to record any new videos. Thankfully, I always record a lot of stuff in advance.
Yeah.
So I was posting all of those. But at that, I was like, fuck everything. Let's study history.
Yeah.
So I
don't think so. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. No,
I don't think so. We are going to talk about any topic today. We have so many things happening in our lives that we are going to discuss that only today.
The audience of this podcast, man, you ditched us for 2 months and now you're going to talk about what you did for those 2 months. Are you serious? Let's talk about something interesting.
Yeah. I was flooded with messages that Didi, ma'am, when the podcast is going to happen, we are waiting desperately. And we're like, okay. Today also it is about to get okay, let's postpone into tomorrow. And we're like, no. Just now I saw one message that we want podcast. And that gave me inspiration. Okay, record it just now.
Yeah, so we were also not knowing that people are actually following our podcast.
Yeah.
Right.
We never thought that people are following it that deeply.
Yeah, but then I thought that why wouldn't you follow this podcast, man? This is the best goddamn podcast that has ever happened.
Exactly.
The most fun podcast, the unscripted one. All right, Komal, we are going to get into the topic.
Okay.
We are going to talk about what is going to happen in the next 50 years.
Okay.
In every sense.
Years. A lot of things are going to be changed, but not be changing at the same time, because in 60s we were landing on moon and then again in 2020 we are
trying to land over there again.
So I don't think so. I don't see anything coming, something exciting coming regarding space. Only Elon Musk, that is the only hope. Apart from that,
don't forget Jeff Bezos, man, is the most richest person
is going
on this
to be
planet.
the richest one. He's into space tourism and like that nowadays.
Who knows, Mark Zuckerberg also gets into the space and everything.
Space tourism.
Guys, we are not going to talk about space again. Don't worry about it, but we just cannot escape this. What do you think about wars? Is there something like that going to happen near future? We almost had it. We almost thought that it is going to happen because of the situation. Yeah, China, I'm going to fuck with everyone now. Attacking all the neighboring countries.
Yeah. Vietnam
but
and all,
Yeah, thankfully that is settled. But in the long term, what do you think?
In 50 years?
Yeah.
In 50 years, I
really.
feel like politicians are going to do some fake promises, the same old fake promises, and the same education system. I don't see any hope. Okay, I'm so
education
I'm so
system
negative. No, I
it
feel
differs
so.
from countries to countries. They say that
basically I'm talking about India, right?
Yeah.
But I think
now let's talk about global things, because India is very small perspective.
Yeah.
Because one thing is going to happen, that there's going to be much more global stuff.
Yeah.
People are going to start mixing very well because of the internet. We are connected to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
I saw how many people are watching my podcast or our podcast in general.
Yeah.
From other countries also.
Yeah,
there are people. I think 500% increase in Australian audience. It must be 2 people watching before and now 10 people. So 5% increase.
Yeah.
But there are people who are watching, listening to us, talking about stuff.
Yeah.
So we are all connected. So things are going to be more global. Trade is global.
We don't know how things are going to be, how COVID is going to affect other things.
I think the COVID would be the most minor thing that ever happened. I don't think that it is going to cause that much of radical change. It did not. People thought that it is going to change everything, but it did not actually change a lot. Also, people were thinking that there's going to be a huge recession and there's going to be a huge depression, higher than what we saw in 2008. But actually, we saw a little dip and then it rose again in the economy and everything.
I think the repercussions will be coming in the following years.
How so?
Because once incident happens, then the results, they will be in suppose the farmer protest. If they are on protest, they are not providing us anything. So the effect will be after, the effect on economy will be after some time. It will not be sudden thing, right?
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
like that.
That might also happen.
Yeah.
Because where the hell did 2008 came, nobody know.
Yeah.
What happened over there? How did the economy actually crash?
That may be the result of the last years.
Yeah, maybe the result of Cold Wars. Who knows? We don't know, because it started from America. That's how much we know.
Yeah.
And they've been investing a lot in space and getting on moon, invested a lot over there, trying to fight the Russians. Ultimately, though, they won over the Cold Wars.
Yeah.
And maybe that caused the problem in 2008. Yeah, Komal has a very good point. That is why I keep her in this podcast. She brings new opinions. So what do you think about wars? Because humans have been fighting since the moment they found that they can fight.
Okay, I have the dual opinion about this, because it is like I'm being hypocritic about this, that it is logical also and illogical also at the same time. Illogical, why? Because like peace should be everywhere. Everybody wants peace. Everybody runs after peace, right? Even Ambani, even the Jeff Bezos must be like running after peace. So peace is one of the most important realm of our life, right? But after that, because it destroys peace, war never brings peace, right? And if I talk about why I'm saying it logical, because if one country is attacking you because of because of the personal desires, because of personal benefits, then obviously what will happen, the other country have to suffer, and other country obviously have to take action. So it is also logical. I can't say that it is illogical, it should not happen. If one country is going to attack you, you can't sit still. Right, you have to counterattack.
So you have to be powerful for peace as well.
Exactly. It should be like that. So it is logical and illogical at the same time, according to my opinion.
What I feel is that most of the time the common people, the civilians, they never want war. In World War II also, for the longest time, Americans, the civilians protested against war, that we don't want to get into World War II. But over time what happened is that Japan attacked Pearl Harbor. And now what do? You cannot shut up over there. So they had to get into war. The funniest thing in World War II. So Churchill, who was Prime Minister of Britain at that time, they asked for help from United States, right? United States were developing like crazy at that time.
You're talking about Russia, right?
I'm talking about World War II.
Okay.
Britain asked for help from America. And America said that I can't really, Roosevelt was president at that time, said that I can't really get, because the whole civilians, they were terrified because of World War I. They did not want to get into war. They did not want to get a part of this destruction. Basically, the war was in Europe. So why does America has to get in there? But Roosevelt said that I'll supply some war material to you. And the whole industry started to supply war material to Britain and people who were fighting over there. And because of that, the whole sea line and all, Japan had to attack America because that was the source over there. And then everyone got pulled into that. So most of the time, civilians don't really want war, but the politicians at top, they're like thirsty for power. What is the root of this? Hitler. What a crazy person that person is. That person has balls of steel. Steel is not giving the proper idea over there, like titanium or diamonds or something, you can get the idea. That person was so much tormented because of World War I, the way France put all those treaties on Germany. And he basically said that I want France to pay for that. And because of that, he captured France. There are like videos still available of him standing in front of Eiffel Tower. You've seen that, right?
Sure.
So that was so recent. And that person not only wants to get back France, he also wants Russia. He goes over there, he reaches the capital of Russia. And then Russia was just saved because of the cold. The winter came over there and Russians were more equipped fighting in the cold. And then they pushed them back. And then eventually Russia reached Berlin also. And then he's gone. So this is one power-thirsty person who's trying to get everything. And because of that, civilians are suffering and millions are dying. Right? So common people don't really want war. It is one or two crazy psychos on top of it. And in the beginning also, it's not like Britain wanted to get into another war. But Hitler, what they did, there were a lot of things written in treaties of Versailles that you have to limit the number of soldiers that you're having. And Hitler says, fuck that. I'm going to increase it. I'm going to expand. And he said the Czechoslovakia, it is always difficult to pronounce. Now, this part has a lot of people speaking German. So I'm going to take it. So Britain sends their people and makes Hitler sign that you are not going to conquer more of Europe. And Hitler says, okay, I'm not going to do that. Go back. Bye-bye. He signed that. And he says that I'm going to capture more of Czechoslovakia. And then he went into Poland. And then he said that I want everything. This is a psycho, right? And
so, continue.
So people like this brings war always, right?
Okay. So, Ashish, what I was thinking when you were telling about all these things, Hitler, and like the kind of mentality, right? Like what gives birth to that kind of mentality, which Hitler was holding at that time.
Oh, he had a
Right.
so crazy
he must
childhood.
be having one past, like
He had a father who used to
guts
beat
and
him a lot.
like that psychotic things that I want to conquer everything. I want to rule over the world. That was his dream, right?
Yeah, but then again, it is always said that history is written by the winning side. And
Yeah.
who knows what actually happened? Because in 1941, when Hitler captured Paris and everyone was villainizing him, Britain had all of India under its capture.
Yeah.
And nobody was saying anything.
Yeah.
Right? So who knows what is right and what is wrong? Not only India, they had colonies everywhere in the world.
Yeah.
In China, in Brazil, everywhere. And France was also having colonies everywhere. But then Hitler goes that I want Czechoslovakia, and England says I want war. So who is right and who is wrong, right? So we don't even know how is history written like.
Yeah.
But all we want is to look at future.
Yeah.
If that is all is needed for a war to be created, a person who wants everything, then there are a lot of people who wants everything.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who got beaten down in childhood, bullied, and now they are saying that I want to be the king of the world.
Yeah.
Who knows? There's one in North Korea. There might be one in China. Who knows?
Yeah. So there were rumors, no, Ashish, that that Hitler could be alive. Like, it was reported that he committed suicide.
Yeah.
Right.
In the bunker.
Yeah. So, but some people reported that he was seen somewhere in South America afterwards.
Yeah. I
There were
mean, the
some
man,
rumors, right?
there are a lot of Nazis who settled in South America. There are a lot of them. They are still over there. You go to their houses and you are going to see straight up swastikas over there. That is the symbol of Nazi.
Yeah.
And if those people can escape, why can't Hitler? Obviously, he knew very well that they are losing. You know what happened in the end of World War II? So there are three countries: Italy, Germany, and Japan. They were having alliance.
Yeah.
America, Canada, France, and Britain. Obviously, they were having alliance. Russia also. So obviously, Russia were pushed to their Moscow, right? Russia is pushed to Moscow. Then winter hits. Russia starts pushing back, and Russia hits Berlin. And then first Italy loses their control from north side of Africa, right?
Okay.
So they are completely wiped out of there. Mussolini, who was the leader at that time, he was outvoted, thrown out, and Italy says that I want no more war. We don't want any more war. So Italy is out of the game. Then the second one is that obviously you are losing the alliance, and now United States is in the war, and they are completely pushed. So obviously he was knowing that he's losing this war.
Yeah.
And at that time in 1940s, do you even have a proper picture of Hitler? Can you even recognize Hitler if you see him? Because now we are seeing these black and white tapes and all. Who sees Hitler? How do you know how he exactly looks?
Yeah.
Right? All you need is that crazy mustache
Yeah.
and a short-heighted person
Yeah.
and a dress of Nazi. That's it.
Yeah. So apart from this, Ashish, there was one more story, how Singapore was able to protect himself, right?
Singapore?
Itself. I'm sorry.
I think you are talking about Switzerland.
Switzerland. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
Like.
There's a dude who made a video on that. It is crazy. I'm going to link it down in the description box because I'm never going to do a fair job to depict that. But
so good, when you told me everything, Ashish only told me because he was scrolling through every country's history and like that. He told me many stories, so that is hitting my mind.
Yeah.
So one story you told me about Switzerland, no?
Yeah.
So
if you look at the map of Switzerland in 1940s, if you are a country in Europe, it is crazy to even think that you can escape World War at that time because Hitler wants everything. He is capturing everything. And if it can get into France is the most powerful nation before the World War II, obviously. France and Britain fought for a millennium, thousands of years, right? And what they did, that is why I like these Assassin's Creed games. So Assassin's Creed Unity is made in France during French Revolution. And they make you explore the insides of the palaces and all. And you see the riches of these people that they had before the French Revolution.
Yeah.
And you'll really understand how much of gold they captured throughout the world and brought it back to France.
Yeah.
Britain did exactly the same, right? And they are superpowers before World War II. And you can capture Paris You can stand in front of Eiffel Tower. You can keep Paris captured nation for years.
Yeah.
And you can't get into Switzerland?
Yeah.
How is that? So Switzerland is the king of neutrality, right? That is what is said in that video, that I don't want to be in this side. I don't want to be in this side. I'm not going to participate in war.
Even if you'll attack me, I won't attack back.
Yeah. A lot of Indians would be saying that India never attacks on anyone. And that is 100% true. Indians have never attacked on anyone. We only defend.
Yeah.
But this Switzerland, I'm not going to get into war at all.
Yeah.
What they did, first of all, they're having a lot of geographical advantages, right?
Yeah.
So they are surrounded by mountains.
Yeah.
So all the entries are mainly through tunnels, right?
Okay.
Tunnels and bridges.
Yeah.
So what they did is that they put mines in those tunnels and bridges. So if you want to get in, you're going to trigger the mine and the whole tunnel is going to collapse.
Yeah.
And basically in the attempt of you trying to get inside, you're destroying the path yourself.
Yeah.
And until just few years ago, those mines were still placed over there.
Yeah.
And they created a lot of bunkers just in case someone invades. We are all going to get inside those bunkers. They were even prepared for another nuke dropping on them.
Okay.
They were even ready for the nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
They will all get inside the bunkers. And now those bunkers are like state of the art. Some of them are turned into restaurants, museums, or some of them are turned into hotels. I know that one bunker is turned into a bank, because what is the safer place to keep your money? A bunker.
Yeah.
Right? And some of them are just rubbles.
Yeah.
Nobody is occupying it.
Yeah.
But this is what they did. I don't want to get into war. And Germany was not able to get inside. They were not able to do it. The moment they attempted, they were destroying the only path that was present over there. So ultimately what happened is that
they blackmailed Switzerland, right?
Now Switzerland had to compromise to some extent, kind of close to how America helped Britain, that we are not going to get in war, but we are going to supply material.
Yeah.
And Switzerland said that I'm going to supply material to Germans.
Yeah.
And they did some of that. But in any case, they avoided civilians getting killed. Yeah. They did not get into war. It's as simple as that. And they got stupid rich also because of that. Where Germany is going to pay you. Switzerland were very, very sharp when it comes to technology. I was also studying a little bit about the birth of the gun. Don't you ever wonder that when was it actually created?
Yeah.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Yeah.
Chinese people were trying to create a potion that is going to make you immortal.
Okay.
And in doing that, they accidentally created gunpowder, and the person who did burnt their house down. And that was the beginning of gunpowder.
Okay.
And in that, Switzerland was one of the first to actually adapt to that, to guns and all.
Yeah.
So their technology was very, very advanced. Now also they are doing pretty good when it comes to technology.
Okay, then what about space and all? Why aren't they so ahead in this space and all?
I don't really know, but there is one thing called European Space Agency, and it is not only of any particular country.
Yeah.
It is of whole Europe. So they can send their people as astronauts, and I don't know how much they are contributing, but I'm sure they are doing pretty good. Okay. They're way ahead when it comes to technology and science and all. Yeah. They're good at that, right?
Okay.
Especially when you can avoid the biggest war that engulfed everything. Japan is so much advanced right now. Imagine what they could have done if Hiroshima and Nagasaki never happened. And that was the end. So first Italy collapsed, then Germany collapsed, and then Americans said that Japan, you are next. And they did it, and the war ended over there. And it was also like a threat, Russia took half of Germany. America took half of Germany. So now Russia knows very well that next enemy is America. And America knew that next enemy is Russia. America wanted to show them their own power, that we can do that. But few years later, Russia came up with their own atom bomb. So that is another thing, no?
It's of no use, sorry.
Yeah, that is another thing.
All the threatening and like that.
That is another thing. Like, they can create as many nuclear bombs as they want, but they are going to make other countries sign treaties that you can't create atom bombs. That is something that India was not good with. We are not going to accept that. Okay, what is this? Now, countries which has already created atom bombs, they can make more, or they can have their atom bombs. We can't have our own. So that is one place where India has not signed the treaty, that we are going to have that. Pakistan also has atom bombs. Now everyone has atom bombs. That is the thing that I
We
want.
have to come up with something different thing, right?
Yeah. Atom bomb is like 5 countries trying to throw atom bombs. It is the end of the world. You can't do much about that.
Yeah.
So after all this, what do you think? Where are we going? Where's the future heading?
Again, you are back to the square.
Yeah, you have to see the future. You have to look at the past. It is as simple as that.
If I told you, future, you can't predict anything. Like everything is so uncertain. Everything is filled with so uncertainty. You can't predict anything. Nobody predicted that COVID would happen.
Yeah,
and
that's
everybody
very true.
predicted which was the
Bill
movie.
Gates did.
Yeah,
Bill Gates
no,
did.
what was the movie Back to the Future? And they predicted that we'll be having flying cars and like that by
In
2020.
2015. In 2015.
By 2020, if I say.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So by 2020, we'll be having flying cars and technology would be so advanced. We'll be having robots and like that. But what are we having? Nothing.
I think the reason is internet. Elon Musk said that the smartest mind in this world, they're busy creating clickbaits on internet and advertisements. That is why we are not growing that fast. Otherwise, we would have been much more ahead.
Yeah.
So that might be one of the reasons.
Yeah.
But if you look at the main changes, like what was the reason why World War I and World War II was very, very devastating.
Yeah.
The reason was very simple. Before World War I happened, the invention of aeroplanes happened by the Wright brothers. And it was the first time they know how to fly and then drop bombs from the top.
Yeah.
And then that technology was even more advanced in World War II.
Yeah.
And now it is much more advanced. Now you can drop literally atom bombs.
Yeah.
And airplanes are much more better. But what is the level next? Okay, you can fly. But better than that, you can fly in space.
Yeah.
So that is the new technology that World War II did not have.
Maybe World War III can happen over space.
Yeah. But
It
that
can be
would,
possible.
you can keep on destroying each other's satellites because that is the one source of surveillance.
Yeah. And plus like the hacking the whole system.
Yeah,
of
that is
country.
another thing. Internet, birth
Yeah.
of internet.
Yeah,
We were
yeah.
not having this.
Like-
And it is stupid to think that next war will be happening over.
Like physically.
Yeah.
It will be like mentally, emotionally by just bankrupting everything.
Yeah, or something like this biological weapon. You can just drop a bomb with new COVID virus.
That was the case. That was the theories, no? China
Yeah.
did it intentionally. I'm not saying that China did it intentionally. These were theories
Yeah,
revolving
yeah.
around the world that China did it
I
and
think
China produced the virus in lab and like that.
Because the place from which it took birth, I think Wuhan was the name of the place.
Wuhan.
Okay.
Yeah.
So at that place only they were doing biological experiments.
Yeah.
So saying that, oops, that happened by mistake. Maybe that actually happened
Yeah.
because of reason. But why would they just throw it on their own country? Because they lost a lot of lives.
Yeah.
They also suffered
Yeah,
economically.
so basically we can't say anything, Ashish.
I think France or Italy, someone was...
Someone may be faking it also.
Yeah, no, but France or Italy...
China system is very, it's very intrinsic, right?
We don't know anything about that. That is the thing
Yeah,
about China.
so maybe they are faking it. We don't know whether they're
Oh yeah,
facts
who
and
actually knows that how many people actually died?
no Facebook, nothing is there. So what
They are
do
having
we-
like this creepy version of Facebook, YouTube. They're having their own version. I'll tell you, there's only one thing created by Google that works in China. What is that? I told you, no?
Yeah.
Google Maps, right? And if you go in China and see Google Map over there, you are going to see a completely different map of China, and Indians will be super surprised because some of our part is shown in China.
Exactly.
You come to India and it is going to be shown in India. You
No, and Jammu Kashmir is excluded from our map, no?
Yeah, if you go to Pakistan.
Yeah.
Then in Pakistan, that Jammu and Kashmir part is shown as their territory.
Yeah.
In India, it is shown as our territory.
Yeah.
In China, the Ladakh region is shown as their territory.
Yeah.
So Google is playing very well. we don't want to offend anyone, man. You keep your things.
Yeah.
It's like China is going to, okay, if I'm going to let you allow this in our country, like billions of population, then you are going to abide by my thing that my population should not know that this territory is not actually theirs. That is the thing. Okay.
Yeah, nobody knows, no, whose territory is
Nobody.
this. Like everybody's
That
claiming
is
it's
nobody's
mine, it's
territory,
mine.
actually. You don't want to go over there. You are going to be shot to death. So that is one twisted part.
Yeah.
But we have been fighting for ages, and now also some kind of cold war is going on everywhere. But now people, I think to some
Cold War is always between Pakistan and India, no?
Yeah, right now there's no firing, nothing going on like that.
It happens every day on like media is not covering that. Media is busy covering like Riya Chakravarti and Kangana Ranaut.
Riya
Media
Chakravarti is
very
old
busy.
news. By the way, how the hell did that news actually die? Nobody is talking about that anymore.
Yeah.
That is gone, completely gone. Now we are having something new probably. Now we are having Big Boss.
Farmer protest. And
Yeah,
like
now
that.
farmer protest is there.
Yeah.
By the way, very happy about listening. You told me that Diljit Dosanjh is sending some
Yeah.
free stuff to people who are protesting. Happy for that. Other than that, let us talk about your first shoot, shall we?
Okay.
How was your experience, Miss Komal Taya? Komal did an ad shoot for, what was the brand?
Okay, let's not reveal it now.
Okay, let's not do it. First
Because
it comes
it's
out.
not-
Okay.
Yeah.
But they were impressed by your performance. It is pretty creepy, but I was over there as well. I was having no job. For the first time, I felt so worthless that I'm having nothing to do over here. I have to
No,
just...
you learn so many things about lighting and
Oh
all.
yeah,
no?
I learned a lot, but I was
Now
of
we
no
don't
use.
have hotspots. Like we learned that term from there only.
Yeah.
Hotspot is like collection of light at one place. You
Yeah.
don't see it here around.
You're going to see
learned it.
shiny part, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I learned a lot, but I was useless over there.
Yeah. I experienced a lot.
Yeah, I learned a lot, and they were highly impressed by you. They were impressed by your way of speaking. You did not stumble, and we were actually running late on schedule.
Yeah, and you're like everything was so distorted. Like they just made the script at the moment, and like they gave me script. I practiced it for like how many minutes?
You practice it for around 20 minutes or 30 minutes in front of me.
And then afterwards, I like in one go, I just did it. Like in 15 minutes, it was wrap up.
Yeah, Komal is having like envious level of memory. So she can memorize anything on spot. So that is good. I told her like, hey, this is a memory palace technique. You can use it to memorize anything. And Komal said, bitch, I don't need that. I'm good at memorizing anything. I'm from chemistry background. By the way, chemistry people are stupid good at mugging stuff up because that's what they did for 5 years.
No, it's not like that. We study quantum things. We study mathematics things. Everything we study. We study reactions. We like you
Komal,
have to use your mind.
We
in
all know
organic
how
reactions
terrible
or-
chemistry people are at mathematics. I know that.
please,
I was
no.
at BRC. Chemistry people used to come to us to study maths.
Your level is that much. I'm not telling you that we study everything. I'm getting offended now. I'll kick your ass right now. Then don't say that.
Okay. Yeah,
You
go
should
ahead.
have mutual respect for every subject. I have for engineering. You should have the same.
Everyone
for
has
me.
respect for engineering. Engineering is awesome. No, like chemistry is cool. I used to sit down with some of my chemistry friends to learn what is boiling and evaporation. I use their help a lot. Yeah, I'm just kidding. That's what I do most of the time. Don't get offended, Komal Taya. You're a successful model now. And that was a good experience. And all in all, the people who were there, they're super cool.
Super friendly.
Yeah, I was never expecting that people will be so cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if it is same for the industry
Yeah.
or we just got lucky in the first one.
Yeah.
But they were the coolest bunch of people that we have seen.
And we were like treating each other like we are knowing each other since ages.
They were also very young, that's the thing.
Same age.
Yeah, mostly they were same age grade,
Yeah.
like 20s.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah.
Right.
Late 20s and like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going good. Komal is stepping her foot into the modeling industry.
Yeah.
And now it's more like you're getting much more busy. Like January is packed.
Yeah.
But we are still going to manage to pull out Talk and Fire podcast. Right? And the new studio, we are going to make it better than this one.
But wall will be like this only. I don't think so. There will be many changes.
Yeah, I'm going to bring
It
some
will
of
be pretty same only.
some
I
of the
think so.
like one person from your shoot only
Yeah.
said that I'm going to help you build your studio, and I was like, bro, get over here. We need you more than anyone else. Right? So we are going to do that.
That's really generous of him.
Yeah, obviously. Like I said, they were super cool. I'm going to bring him on podcast as well.
Like to explore this field. Like,
his-
in the upcoming videos, you'll see me telling about the modeling thing, like how to start it, what skills do you need, what polishing do you need, like how to approach people and where you need to invest your time on, what workout, what diet, like everything.
People don't know about modeling at all. When I was 18, I said that I want to date models. I had no idea about what modeling is all about. I thought that they just need to be skinny and they need to be pretty. That's it.
And you thought it's very easy. Remember, I was asked to do expression thing.
Yeah.
Elaborate that. I would love you to elaborate that.
Expression thing? What are you talking about?
When I was asked to do the expression thing.
Oh, yeah. First, portfolio one?
The very first day one.
Oh, yeah. See, by that time, I was getting an idea, a little bit of idea that, this is difficult.
Yeah.
And Komal used to say that, Ashish, you can do modeling. And I said, get out of here. I can't. And she said that, hey, you are having a good face structure and all, which a lot of you guys will not be agreeing with. But
no, I just love the features. Modeling needs your feature, I feel. So.
And then I bluffed myself into feeling, I can kind of do it. And then that one day, she was having a test shoot that agency said that we are going to first see whether you are expressive or not. Then we are going to do your portfolio and then we are going to send it to clients. And she said that I can do it right now. I said that, you are pretty good at that. And then they said that smile now.
Okay, they were asking whether we need grooming or not. Let's check it. Yeah.
And they started throwing expressions at her. Smile, cry, be sad, be happy, be excited.
Disgusting, embarrassed,
and the more expressions I looked at her face, more I said, I can never do that. I have only one expression in my face, like having a stern face, being angry, and that's it. That's it. And it is very difficult to pull out those expressions. Basically, brands need you to depict the first perfect emotion with your face. Whether it is audio, not possible with audio, whether it is picture or it is video. So it is
even if you are not doing the video shoots and like that, if you are into just high-end fashion shoots, there also you need to have pictures where your eyes are speaking, and your eyes can speak only when you'll instill emotions in them. This
and
is the only
Komal is good at it because she has been doing it forever. She has been doing it in front of me, I don't even know.
Since post standard or I was very small. I used to practice that since then.
And see, that is the thing that I noticed first about you. The first time we talked over a phone call.
Yeah, your voice is very expressive.
Yeah, so you're not only expressive with your face, you're also very expressive with your voice. That I can say because I'm having expertise in that. I can judge voice very well, and that is what I do most of my time.
Thank you.
So your voice is very, very expressive. Like if you can show emotion with your voice, I don't know what a brand can hope for more. But
and I just love to act all the time. I'm just acting most of the time around Ashish, like that, with different things, copying Joey, copying David Schwimmer, that is Ross from Friends.
Oh yeah. See, it has been so long since we did the last podcast that we have completed the Friends.
Finally.
No, we had not even started Friends. Oh, did we start?
We started.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember, but we finished. I think we were in season 2 or something at that time.
Yeah, we were at the very beginning.
Yeah, but a lot might be thinking, oh, Komal is getting into modeling industry. Most likely she is going to get into Bollywood. No, that's not our aim. All right. She wants to get ahead in this career only. And maybe in future when she gets decent scripts, because Bollywood is not capable of creating good stories most of the time.
Yeah, let's see what happens. It's very too I'm just doing things right now at very basic, at very small level. I'm just setting my feet in this industry and everything.
But I'll tell you what you are going to see. You are going to see a short film which we are planning to make, which we have been promising since like a gazillion years. But this time we found out finally that we can't do it on our own.
Yeah, basically. when we saw how things are happening, how things get shoot.
You have to shoot everything with close up and then from a distance, and then you have to take care of lights, and then you have to put audio separately, and there's no way that we can do it on our own.
Exactly.
So we are going to look for sponsors who want to I've already written the script, and I'm going to take it
and I'm ready to act,
and from place, and we might hire someone else also for acting,
for editing and like that,
for editing, and maybe we are going to need a second actor, right? So for that we might take someone else, but for that, if we have the finance, then we are going to do it. The script is fucking marvelous. It is going to be amazing, but the only thing is that we want to do justice to the script. We want to produce it properly. Everything should be done, and editing and all we are going to outsource.
Yeah.
So it is going to take time. That is the thing. But definitely going to happen in 2021. What do you say? I think it is going to happen in 2021.
Yeah, it is going to happen.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have plans to go international by that time.
Yeah. So other thing that I was saying is that photographer, I want to be on this podcast because that is going to be much more suited. He is a photographer, so he knows the ins and out of the industry.
Yeah,
but the thing is that Talk and Fire podcast has only 2 mics, so we have to expand into like.
It's okay. We can get 1 or 2 more. Like,
but this audio interface has only 2 inputs now, so we want to get another audio interface as well. So that is not an issue. There's one made by Rode only.
Yeah.
And Rode creates one with 4 inputs.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can expand like that.
Okay.
And also in future we want to get it live. So a lot of things to happen.
Yeah.
Some of you guys might be thinking that maybe the Talk and Fire podcast has died.
For air.
That's how my followers sound.
Sorry, I like stumble upon words so many times, but I'm making fun of you. Like
Oh no, I make fun of myself. No
I
issues.
just bursted into laughter.
No, but I'm saying that just when you thought that Talk and Fire Talk
again, Foyer.
Talk and Fire podcast was at the end, we are trying to expand it and we are going to make it much. I don't think that there's any concept available in this planet which is going to outdo us when it comes to podcasts. The only thing is that we have to expand it properly.
Ashish is too much confident.
Oh, I'm confident about Talk and Fire podcast, more confident than I am about Momentum podcast or Spacecast podcast. This is going to rise astronomically. And people tell me over here that have you ever listened to a better podcast?
Yes.
Let me know.
Joe Rogan podcast.
Hell with Joe Rogan, man. Joe Rogan is good, no doubt about it. But this is something different.
Okay, I'm like, Ashish is always very confident about the podcast thing. I'm like, okay, don't expect. I never expect anything. Like, okay, whatever I'm doing, just do it for fun. Do not expect anything in return.
I'm pretty sure that this is not going to become the biggest podcast, and there's no such thing as biggest podcast. There's like different people who have different taste, and obviously we are not going to satisfy everyone's taste. Definitely we are not satisfying 60-year-olds and 14-year-olds.
But this podcast has something, like the channel got monetized in 20 days and the revenue was increasing nicely. Right? So
this is the good comeback, and we are going to do it more frequently. I like doing it. This is like my favorite part of the week.
Yeah, even I'm enjoying it. Like I'm thinking why
didn't we do?
Exactly. It's like just sitting here and just start recording. We were very, very much packed, I can see, and that was the only reason.
We were packed. Things got a little nasty.
He was sick, and then I went to my home. Then I was packed with my contracts and like that. So even I'm now also in January, I'm super packed. I feel so. So let's see how things go out.
But we do want to appreciate the support that you were constantly telling Komal that bring new podcast. Today also I was telling Komal, will we do a new podcast today? She was like, let us do it tomorrow. And then did I mess it up really bad?
It's okay.
She saw...
Shit happens.
Yes, it happens. More with me than you. Then she saw a message on Instagram and she said, let's do it now. So it was one of those followers who made Komal do it today. Otherwise, it would not have come today.
Thanks to you who just messaged me today.
Right? So if you want to force her, do put a DM on her Instagram. All right. Also, I'm getting a little bit rusty when it comes to podcasting because I've not been doing other podcasts as well, like Momentum podcast, Spacecast podcast, all at hold.
Even I'm fumbling, like I'm just getting what, like it's like when I was recording the regular video for my educational channel, that is Komal Taya, I was like, what am I doing? What is wrong with my speaking? I'm not able to speak properly. It's like we just went out of the league. It's like that.
Yeah, let us also talk a little bit about my personality development course, which we always miss to promote. But today, I reminded myself. So there's a course going on. It's called Art of Speaking, and it is going fantastic. Tomorrow is the last class of my 3rd batch. And then we are going to plan a reunion of the last 3 batches, 15 people. We are going to have a reunion on first Sunday of January. And then I'm going to get on to the next set. So January, February, it is booked. I think February few seats are remaining. March few seats are remaining. So some people are preferring to take on March. I do not know why. Maybe because of their exams or something. But February and March are open. I think 2 to 3 seats are remaining in each of them. If you're interested, you can drop a mail at torqseminars@gmail.com. It is very classic because I'm taking only 5 students. So the registration process is very, very simple. You drop a mail and then I'm going to give you the full curriculum of the course. It is a long course. It is not going to be a 3-hour session. It is going to be a 1 month of me guiding you almost on a personal level. We are going to have 4 sessions of 2 hours each every Sunday. And then we are going to have like personal telephonic consultancy in the week so that I understand what are your faults, because I don't really think that even 10 hours of, no, not 10 hours, like 5 hours of continuous classes, it is sufficient for you to actually create a change. And that is what we want for you to change.
Because it's all about practice, right?
It is about practice, very important. Like 1 month you have to practice to see the change. Then that a lot of my students from my first batch, they're still practicing on a daily basis the things that I told them, and they're improving. So that is important to set them up with momentum, and also let them know about what are their mistakes. So
also you just give one more opportunity. If you don't like the course, there is refund. And nobody has asked for a refund till this date.
You have to be like Hitler to ask for a refund after that much. But you think about it, set your time and all, drop a mail at torqseminars@gmail.com. That's it. We are going to respond over there.
So be ready. Art of speaking is going to be the next big thing. And Ashish is going to to very big scale now. Just hinting something.
Art of speaking is like this personal kind of level or individual thing. It is going to become lesser and lesser because I'm getting into companies now. Because that is really what you want to do, to train the employees who are into dealing with clients and all. So I'm trying to get over there. Maybe I'm going to get into some colleges as well, but we are in that scale. So that is why I've stopped booking till March only. So I would say that there's somewhere around 5 to 6 seats remaining. So let me know. And this Talk and Fire podcast has proven like this gives me the highest amount of students. Always when I announce it on Talk and Fire podcast, immediately one batch gets filled. So that is why. And that is why I want to keep it at the end, because people who are really interested. It's a course on speaking skills. If you want to improve it, then drop us a mail. Komal, you have something else to add?
No, I think we're done for the day.
We try to keep it short, but no matter how hard we try, it is always going to go towards 1 hour. Okay guys, the audio version is also available. So I'm going to put all the links down in the description box. Spotify, Google Podcast, whatever there is, the audio platform, we are everywhere. Apple also, Apple Podcast. Okay guys, we are going to end it. See all of you next week.
Till then, take care.
And
bye.
We are going to see all of you next year. So it is the end of an era.
And Happy New Year.
It is like end of 2020.
Yes.
Happy New Year. Bye.
Bye.
Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Talk and Fire podcast. I am having with me Miss Komal Ashish. How does it feel to be back after a month or so?
It feels so fulfilling coming back. Oh God.
कोई बात नहीं, फिर से start करते हैं. Hello everyone, this is Ashish. Welcome back to Talk 4712. नहीं, shit.
मैं भी भूल गई थी. मैं क्या बोलती? Welcome back to Komal.